I want to highlight something. Donald Trump has argued over and over that we need to impose these tariffs because other countries have been ripping us off for years, taking advantage of the American people. The White House says the 10% tariffs are going to apply everywhere. Well, Wired and Axios pointed out something really important. Those taxes include the Heard and McDonald Islands. You can see right here on this massive list the administration put out on social media. But here's what you might not realize. Those islands, they're in Antarctica. They don't produce any exports. Do you know why? Because there are not any human beings that even live there. There is no possible way that they could be taking advantage of us on trade. What we do not know is if the penguins who live there will retaliate. Okay, Ron and Sana.
Yes, ma'am.
For months and months, we were told, it's just talk, it's bluster, it's negotiating. He's a master negotiator. He's the art of the deal. And there we were just after 4 o'clock, all eyes on the Rose Garden. What's your take?
So for months and months, I've been saying that he has a fixation with the tariffs that has gone back many, many years, and I never believed this was a negotiating tactic. Yeah, and look, this is greater than a 10% around the world tariff. If you looked at what was disclosed this afternoon, it's now 54% on imported Chinese goods. It's 20% on European goods. The 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico stand over the fentanyl disagreements we're having with these countries. The average tariff is going to be about 25% and could cost the average family as much as $5,000 a year. That's not even including the surcharges on automobiles. So this is a very big deal. Some economists are saying this is bigger and broader than the tariffs imposed during the Great Depression that we call Smoot-Hawley tariffs.
Okay. I want to walk through this because Donald Trump is making the argument that manufacturing is going to come roaring back in this country. But here's how manufacturing works, right? Even though we haven't heard from any CEOs standing next to him in the Rose Garden saying, I'm going to build a big factory. Even if they did, a factory would not get built for 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years from now, Donald Trump will not be in office. So the likelihood that these tariffs will be in place is almost nil. So we will go back to exactly what we're doing now, importing goods from abroad. Why on earth would any CEO invest billions and billions of dollars of building factories, bringing back manufacturing, when Donald Trump, the person fixated on tariffs, is going to be retired?
Not only retired, but also he may decide that he doesn't like tariffs anymore, right?
Bingo, dingo.
We see the mercurial nature of Donald Trump and tariffs, and I think Ron's absolutely right. It's something he's been in love with for 30 or 40 years, so he opposes them. He wants to do it, but if the stove burns, he'll bring his hand back. And if you're a CEO and you put your stuff in the United States on the basis of those tariffs staying in place and they get pulled out, what are you going to do? You're like halfway through a project now. I mean, we're on Liberation Day, according to the president.
So-called Liberation Day.
I was going to say, according to him. So I think a lot of folks will think what's going to happen is that it is prices that will be liberated to go up and up and up. And already we have so many goods, like eggs are so expensive now, kids aren't throwing them at schools anymore.
Ha, ha, ha. It's not just that. Ron, every store in a shopping mall, whatever you buy at that shopping mall is going to be more expensive. Many of those consumer businesses, they're going to have layoffs. They're going to be forced to restructure the way they do business. And the answer isn't going to be they're going to start making those sneakers in Western PA.
Yeah, and then we know that this, judging by the bond market's reaction tonight, where interest rates are dropping rather precipitously, that the bond market is now more focused on the recessionary risks of what is now a trade war that is the equivalent of Vladimir Zelensky attacking Putin. We're going after our own allies, and it's all backwards. I mean, we're starting a trade war that we shouldn't be starting. And we're raising prices, probably weakening the economy. There are estimates that we're already going to see in the first quarter negative economic growth. Some economists say this could add 1 to 1.5 percentage points to inflation. So you put those two things together and you have a lot of trouble brewing in the economy down the road.
And the thing is, the bond market is the daddy, right? It's the sleeping giant. When the bond market says, we don't trust the U.S. anymore, that's a problem. And I want to share a Wall Street Journal editorial that came out tonight where they write, Wall Street Journal, owned by Rupert Murdoch. The cost in lost American influence will be considerable. Mr. Trump thinks the lure of the U.S. market and American military power are enough to bend countries to his will. But but soft power also matters. And that includes being able to trust America's word as a reliable ally and trading partner. Mr. Trump is shattering that trust as he punishes allies and blows up the USMCA that he negotiated in his first term. I want to remind our audience, USMCA was basically NAFTA 2.0. Right? We wildly complimented the president. Jared Kushner worked on it. It was new and improved NAFTA. They negotiated it, and now Trump is ripping that up. How are Republicans on the Hill going to respond to this? Who thinks this is a good idea?
You know, for the last few weeks, even before when the tariffs were bouncing around, when it was a yes and no, I was hearing from Republicans on the Hill and even some other Republican strategists who support Donald Trump who said, I don't like this. And they're already kind of publicly coming out more and more so because this makes them really squeamish. And I think that it's going to be problematic. And that's when you might see Donald Trump roll it back again.
Maybe.
I don't think so. I really don't think the end game here for Donald Trump in economic terms, geopolitical terms, and military terms is to reorder everything that we've known since the end of World War II. In his mind, that is what he believes he is doing. And so I don't think this is just some sort of kind of whim that's going to come and go and come and go. It sounds like he is committed to radical change in all three of those areas, and he thinks that the U.S. is going to be a dominant power with two other major nations, Russia and China, that have 19th century spheres of influence.
Okay, but here's the problem. People often say Donald Trump understands business. He's a big business guy. He's never actually run a large corporation that produced anything, that manufactured anything, even that employed many people. What Donald Trump is great at, brilliant at, is branding and marketing and politics. So he's selling this idea of bringing back America to lots of people who want an America return. There's so many people in this country who things aren't working for, who miss a time when parts of this country had real manufacturing and there were good jobs. Those jobs aren't returning. So how dangerous is this, that this business president, this promise, this fixation that he has, is not wedded to any sort of modern reality?
And it's hugely dangerous, right? If there is no wedding of the philosophy and reality, and you're able to command half the country to march with you, and particularly the members of Congress who are like, behind closed doors, they're like, this is a terrible idea. It's going to destroy the economy. It's going to hurt my constituents. And then they go out and march in line with President Trump because they're afraid, rightly afraid, that he can turn the base against them and they'll lose their jobs. And nobody's worried about those 535 jobs. Nobody's worried about members of Congress losing their jobs. But the rest of us losing our jobs, or the rest of us not being able to take our kids out to the ballpark, that's a huge concern. And if Ron is right and the president simply wants to implement this because he believes philosophically deep in his soul that it is the thing that's going to work, and he won't pull back even when it's harming people, huge risk for the country.
But going back to your branding point and your marketing point, if the headlines are bad and he's realizing that this does not look good for him, that's when he starts turning. He has a history of doing that.
Okay, but you know what?
Things
are conspicuously silent right now. They are silent. I remember not long ago during the Biden administration, Jeff Bezos publicly criticized Joe Biden. He didn't like how he was handling inflation. He didn't like his approach to how corporations should be taxed. No word from Jeff Bezos.
Well, he's reportedly bidding to buy TikTok.
Okay,
today.
So this is my point. So normally when we hear from CEOs, they say, I'm not talking my book. I'm not talking my game. I'm speaking out about the economy because I care about the American people and how it's going to impact them. But the fact that Jeff Bezos, who has no problem speaking out against an administration when something isn't good for our economy or the U.S. consumer, he says nothing now because he's got a TikTok deal on the table. How telling is that?
Well, wasn't Mark Zuckerberg at the White House asking for help on European regulations that might affect Meta? I mean, we are seeing this from a wide variety of CEOs who are going to the White House, either publicly or privately, and having conversations about their issues that they are having. And they are not speaking out on issues that matter to the majority of Americans. It's just not happening this time around. It is a radically different environment. And as John said earlier, they fear retribution.